Ebusiafo yendo bibi asiansa so mo bibi akwa basonko aha eye Enkasa TV mekọ so asra so be subscribe like na san so share mema re mfi so be mi odoma no so ye bi betuma so nya bi ahwe be den etie kasebo ana du ham de baba sum mi am de kasebo ibe sum mu ye mo son fo dada ohene ba kwa amsafo kanta ka ye nsemre ne mo hwi nya ba ko kasebo ne mo ensem ne mo enchire mu ana jese busiafo nsafo fro a baba to adwade ano edene ano so ahie pa na nyina ne se enche bia na yete se ye abranti be friend Almed Suale abusiafo odin djuma e wo ye mrase badwamu waka enchina den agu bro ne be ka na say he has kicked the bucket na say abusiafo wo free atasfo asasi eso na we mu ana hwehwemu e ko so na jese nipa na hudin ebebo mu e Kennedy akompreko ohini e Japan eye Mampeni John Dramani Mahama ana eye Anas Aramia Anas ana mo FBU amwo eye United States of America na meka say enyine si abrochima mu no e kira Almed Suale kela na okunu no ebusiafo na ya kye na ama Kennedy akompreko ohini e Japan ne ho ato no fom ebusiafo yen sembre no e go tie sem no mu enkire mu
ana amafo bi esusu se eyo no Kennedy akompreko ko Japan ana wotumi ama abopa ama yeku aba abrantie no na eno ana enrada ebetu ga se FBI etumi arrest ye Almed Suale no ankasa na danfo ne best friend pa ewo United States of America enye se ketwa na ensam no usu se Kennedy akompreko ko Japan e de ensem bi ebeto emontia na wo cheme se top politician bi pa ana na wo mo hye the murder of Almed Suale chia womo ma case no omo two case no edigua yewura Dampare George Kufu Dampare krapo no sha ase bia wono o ma hwehwemu enkoso a ama branch ni go no up to now ye nhunu nipa otumi boss anase wodi sa enyamra nsem na eno na beto bia se police for anase FBI United States omotumi arrest Almed Suale na nkasa ne best friend na wotumi ka de numu asemadi ensem bebre na de tuja bisa enye senketwa na Kennedy akompreko Japan esusu se ona so de sembi agomantene se top politicians bi na still na wo mukura asem nemu a wo ma hwehwemu no enkoso a wo ensem no back to back say no say ya che na danfo ana say best friend crampo no sankofo na so akɔhye asem no chi a ende no wo hwɛ na asem no crampo no still na hwehwemu no entumi enkoso ma yehu bi papati bra utumi edisa nyamrasa na mepese bekɔ akɔgye ensem no enchemu na yehu die kɔso ene abra FBI etumi arrest nipa bonfo a ene wotasa Almed Suale ne golechi no ensem a wode etuga fise wo hwɛ a abra the best friend anasa Almed Suale the best friend one ne ewo honom eti se webu no tobam eno2 ekotena United States of America na yesi onim de waye enti no ote se abrantie no ewu pepepe eno2 ye de kotena United States of America na no na endra de ya beto je se FBI esa etumi asonimu a obi ensem bere na etu edwa me pese me se wada je no yenko na yenko tie ensem no se de esi etie ne de course e ba de omu bia ye de beto
thinks Dampare has been sacked and why he thinks Dampare should be sacked and why he thinks Dampare should actually be investigated for crimes that he has committed against citizens of Ghana. See the letter. Okay, so it says, Dampare's undoing were 4 things. 1, the way he oversaw the brutal treatment of Democracy Hub protesters from Occupy Jilobi House to Stop Galamsey protests. This includes the way he set his sights on me, Oliver referring to himself, doing almost everything in his power to use the police force against me and other conveners. I believe in that. He was extremely used by the former regime. He was their lapdog and he delivered. No, Oliver, there you are wrong. Dampare was not used by the former regime. How many times did Nana Akufo-Addo not advise Dampare that stop this picture and do the work? How many times? How many times did interior ministers not call Dampare and say, listen, you have to focus on the work, and he gets angry? How many times did Dampare not fight with Henry Quartey? How many times? How many times was there not argument at national security meetings with the president chairing about Dampare's public conduct? How many times? How many times did national security meetings not stop to discuss Dampare's conduct and his obstinacy and his intransigence? How many times? How many? A lapdog for them. But let's move on. Oliver continues. Point 2. He says the way Dampare empowered some criminal elements within the police PID. Those Dampare's people, that's what they were called. PID. Dampare came and set up another police for himself. And Oliver here is alleging that the way in which Dampare empowered these criminal elements within the PID, who committed crimes and had absolutely zero regard for due process, human life, or justice. They committed crimes that even Duterte, who is before the Hague for crimes against humanity, will be shy to imagine. Everyone I know in the police hierarchy and rank and file were complaining about the abuses of the PID guys, but everyone treated them as untouchables because they were Dampare's own terror squad. This is true. Everybody in the police service, all of us who are in media, have been getting calls from 2019-20, when Dampare became the IGP, from 2021, I think it was 22 or so. That Dampare has a squad. He has a murder squad. They are killing people. Every policeman told all of us, if you complain about it, you get fired. Dampare was running a terror regime with the police and also allegedly pilfering their money. Dampare, he was doing that allegedly, pilfering their money. The police. Number 3 on Oliver. He says, his lies, which is Dampare's lies. I have never seen a more dishonest Bible-touting individual. Oliver here describes Dampare as a liar who is a very dishonest Bible-touting individual. Oliver wrote this early this morning, about 9 o'clock. It was up. By that time, the reports of Dampare hadn't come. So clearly, Oliver knew that Dampare was going to be fired today. So, a few people knew. I mean, I didn't know. I just found out when the reports came out. I didn't know. But it looks like some people knew. Okay, let's move on. He comes, oh no, this one I don't want to read it. Oliver says that in Dampare's Bible dishonesty, he comes second to Ken Ofori-Atta. I won't read that one. Ken Ofori-Atta is a good man. Despite this, Oliver goes on. He went ahead curating PR event. This was our problem with him. Despite all his lies, his dishonesty, his allegedly funding a PID squad in the police service that was committing criminality, in spite of all of these allegations, Ekufu Dampare went ahead curating PR events of babies kissing his hand and creating such a PR-driven service to mask his extreme dishonesty. This is the thing that annoyed all of us. That Dampare's alleged dishonesty was being covered up by his PR gimmicks. How can an IGP say a camera should follow me that I'm going to buy cocoa in Katie? How low can you get? How big